You remember how back in my Energon Starscream review that Energon Starscream was the only Energon toy that I had that I could find in my room? Well, I lied.
What up, tubers? Zeltrax Millennium here, back with a brand new video review. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you all enjoy the video.
Hey guys, Zeltrax Millennium here, back with a sort of oldie retro review for you. This time we're taking a look at Transformers Energon Deluxe Class Rodimus with the Energon Saber Minicon team. So yeah, when I was working around my room, which I will probably cut to a picture of or something like that. But yeah, I was actually able to clean a huge amount of my room so that way I can get a new bookshelf in there. I'm gonna need it because with Morphicon coming up in about 2.5 months, I'm gonna need the bookshelf. So yeah, let's get into the review. First, let's get off with the Minicons first. Now these guys are a somewhat remold of the original Star Saber Minicons from Armada, and I think this is one of the more cooler Minicon combiner weapons. Here we have a little space shuttle thing. I can't remember these Minicons' names, by the way. If anybody would like to remind me on what Minicon's names these guys are, let me know and I'll annotate them in every time when I show them off. So yeah, here's this little shuttle dude. Transforming him is very easy. And surprisingly, all the joints on these guys are really tight. Whoops. Blow his leg off. Come on. There we go. Transforming him. Anywho, you get the general gist of what the guy looks like. Most of these are minor remolds, so yeah. Here's the guy in robot mode, and he actually looks pretty cool. I like it. Only silver in his face for the paint apps, which is kind of odd. Here we have a airliner of some sorts, because it kind of looks like one. There's a little bit of landing gear, which folds up. Transforming him, fairly simple. Fold up the nose cone, pop these off, swivel around, fold out, and boom. Oh, there's also this little piece back here, which is supposed to pull or something. Again, the joints on mine are very tight, surprisingly enough. But yeah, here's this guy's robot mode. Looks very cool. Now the last one, which kind of reminds me of Vector Prime, to be perfectly honest. So transforming him, fairly easy. Fold down the legs, fold down the tiny arms, fold down the chest, and move the head. That's about it. And from the looks of it, this guy does not have any paint apps on his face, which kind of sucks. So yeah. So all three Energon Saber Minicons together, they are a pretty cool looking team. I kind of like it. So now let's get into Rodimus. Now I really like this toy. It kind of reminds me of the vehicle mode that Optimus Prime used in the later live action movies. And when I found this toy, I kind of found that it was a little bit messed up, so I fixed it up. The main fixes that I did, and one of them I'll show off in robot mode, is I repainted the spoiler back here because it had a little bit of permanent ink marker, which you can kind of see there. I tried to cover it up with Krylon silver, but for some odd reason when I painted on the duplicolor red pearl, the permanent ink marker kind of showed a bit, which kind of sucks. And the little bronze gold here, it was kind of gone, so I fixed that up with Krylon gold, which is very nice. And I actually found that Rodimus still has a Energon star, and this is what most Autobots used in order to power up in the Energon cartoon. And I think this one belongs to Skyblast. I can't remember. So yeah, and here's also Rodimus's gun, which is really cool, and it can still fire. with very good power. Nice! Come on, where is it? Oh yeah, there's that. Vehicle mode, very nice colors, very nice flame decals on the front of the hood. Nice grille, nice sides, nice Energon Autobot logo right there, and the wheels work beautifully. Though for some odd reason, if you don't have the whole car all the way down on the floor, you might not be able to get this last wheel here to spin. So, there is that. So overall, yeah, not a bad toy. Let's see how he looks in robot mode. Now we have Energon Rodimus in robot mode. Now I've taken the liberty of transforming the Energon Saber Minicon team off screen so that way I can show you the Energon Saber. Now this thing actually looks pretty cool. Though I kind of don't know the reason why Kicker in the anime kind of used it like Marty's hoverboard from Back to the Future 2. Oh well. But yeah, this thing is really cool. I like all the translucent plastic, though I'm actually kind of surprised that this stuff hasn't broken off on me yet. Oh well. And if you're wondering, Rodimus can hold the Energon Saber. Although when you get it into his hand at first, it's actually loose, and you'll have to actually force it into his hand in order to get it to stay. And also for the fact that it's actually kind of heavy on his arm, so he can't really hold a pose with this thing. So, there's that. Now let's get into Rodimus himself. Rodimus's robot mode is really cool looking. It kind of reminds me of his movie counterpart, i.e. from the 1986 movie. But yeah, as you can possibly see, the original Autobot logo that this guy had kind of looked like it was messed up with crayon or something. I tried to clean it, but I couldn't. So I figured I'd re-sticker it with a new Autobot logo I printed off. So, there's that. And also, another thing that I fixed up from this for this guy repainting wise, I actually painted his head Krylon silver and repainted it with that Duplicolor red pearl. And I got a couple of new paints from Games Workshop, or Castle Games, sorry, and they kind of rearranged their paints around. The silver I used on his face as a new color called Rune Fang Steel, and I absolutely love that name. The eyes are ice blue, the gold on his horns are actually shining gold. So that's it in terms of paint. So yeah, robot mode, kind of cool. I like it. The gold on the front here was exposed from the vehicle mode, and now it's his foot. And yeah. His articulation-wise, he's kind of cool. It's most of it is ball joints and swivels, so the shoulders can go full 360. You can go in and out when the kibble's not getting in the way. Bends at the elbow, 90 degrees. And his legs are kind of interesting. Because of the way the Autobot Deluxe is in Energon Transform, his legs can go forward and back, in and out with cacophonous click. Sorry. And his knees are good. Bends about 90 degrees, so that way you can probably get a really high kick pose out of him. So, yeah. And in case you were wondering, no, I am not lying this time. I do not have any more Autobot Energon Deluxes. I do have Hotshot, though he's incomplete, though I'm probably sure you guys don't want to see his combinations with Rodimus since you already saw him in the cartoon. So yeah, in terms of weaponry, Rodimus does have the Energon Saber, but he also has his gun, which he can hold into his hand. Or if you want to go completely almost G1, you can do a little bit of a fan mode that I kind of discovered, or somebody else discovered it. I don't know. I found this out myself when I found my toy. But you can actually transform his hand into the exhaust ports from his vehicle mode. So that way you can give him hand cannons. I thought it looks cool. So yeah, there's that. So, is Energon Rodimus a good buy? I'd say so. Even though you guys don't really like Energon or Armada or Cybertron for that matter, Rodimus's toy is really cool, and I highly suggest you guys pick it up. So yeah, that is about it. The Morphicon sales video that I put up a while ago isn't going so well, so I would like to actually get some more cash and some more commission, so that way I can get the Morphicon a little bit easier. So yeah. Other than that, I think I'm all done. This has been Ziltrax Millennium. Saying good night and good luck, and I hope to see you guys in the next review. Laters.